So you guys were one. I'm hearing all you guys just want a theme song short. So here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. Here you go. Crazy Cat Lee or Martha Waller does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under very educational for and entertainment purposes. This links, that's all he did. Well, those years ago. See? I don't want to do any more of it.
Alright guys, got them finished watching Chaos. Do you not know what Chaos is? On Netflix, there is a show that's called Chaos, obviously, that has Jeff Goldblum playing Zeus. I'm not kidding. It's a really good show. So, let's get talking about spoilers in this show. First, let me say who's playing whom. We also got Remus from Harry Potter playing Hades. And I think he does a great job, and all the other characters are fine. I was hoping that they would have Apollo in here, but they don't. No Apollo. At all. And it sucks. I kind of wish they had Apollo in this show, but they don't. Like they say his name, Jeff Goldblum, when he's calling all his kids, and this whole entire show they have no mention the fact that Persephone is his daughter. Okay, they keep on acting like Persephone is not part of his family, but she is. So yeah, but he's calling all his kids because he's wondering where his watch is that Hercules gave him, not Heracles. In this show, because nobody ever wants to do Heracles. When they do Hercules' Greek name. Okay, it's always Hercules. That's his Roman name. In this show, Hercules is the Rome does not really technically exist because Rome was founded by the survivors of Troy, and the Troy people are still trying to find out how to make their own city since they're all stuck in Crete. Because this show takes place in Crete. So, yeah. And I'm on Mount Olympus and stuff like that. And the Underworld. I do like how they do the Underworld in this show. That the way you know that if this show's in the Underworld right now is it's in black and white. So I did like that part of the show. So we have technically 3 minutes going on in this show at the same time. The one who starts narrating this show is the guy who got Zeus sent an eagle to go and eat his liver every single day. Prometheus, I think his name is. The one, if you don't know who Prometheus is, like I just said, he's the one that was being punished by having an eagle eat out his liver. Why is he being punished that way, though? He gave humans fire. That's what he's being punished for, and Zeus hated that. Like, how dare you give people fire? Not allowed to do that. Not allowed to do that. And that's who the narrator is. This show kind of reminds me Boys mixed together of because we have a guy who's telling us who's happening and then joking about it. It kind of reminds me of, what is that movie called? Princess Bride. Because since we have an old guy narrating it. So I did like that. That's kind of like that, and so it's okay if they have him winking at the camera every now and then because he's the narrator, but he does show up in this show a couple times, actually, because Zeus calls him a couple times for advice. and he's always shirtless. And the fact that they never get rid of the hole that where the liver's coming out of, even when at the very end of the show, where he's no longer being a prisoner, they still do it. So we got Orpheus and Redicy going on, but they call him Reddy in this show instead for short. And there's also the whole entire Minotaur story, but they kind of like put a twist on both of them. And it's taking place in modern day. If all the Greek stories were taking place in modern day. Hercules' story already happened, but you don't know. One of the 12 labors that Hercules does is release Prometheus. So we're not going to have him do that. We're just going to leave him in that. Keep on having that happen to him every single day. Cool? Yeah, not cool. Not cool for him. That sucks. And they kind of make some of the gods gay, but... Well, really, I don't know. Prometheus is more of a titan, and they make Charon gay, but who cares? So let's go by order. We got the way they have Eurydice die in this show. In the myth, Eurydice gets bit by a snake, and in the very first episode, she goes to see her mom, who I guess is a nun towards Hera, because every single one of these gods have their own church. And the only one we get to see in this show is Hera's. And we get to see, like, the nuns, but they're more like priests here. But they get their tongues taken out, and they have to write everything down, which is weird. Not cool. Not cool, Hera. But is Hera ever cool? No, she's not. The actress who plays her in this show is really good at playing her. Does a great job. I think every single one of the actors and actresses do a great job playing their characters, but I do not like Hera. Never have, never will, probably. Never, like, any iteration. Probably only one I like her in is the Hercules movie from Disney, but everybody in that show is not who they are in the myths. So yeah. But this show does have them like they are in the myths. So Reddy goes to see her mom and like ask her, is it okay if I leave Orpheus? Because I guess she no longer loves Orpheus, so she wants to leave him. And we see Orpheus like do a concert of him singing his song to her about her. And she was supposed to be her, like, going to the concert and stuff like that. And they have a cute little kitty named Dennis. And poor Dennis. I'm not happy what happens to poor Dennis in this show. That cat is so cute! How dare you do to the cat! We're not there yet. And after she gets hit by a truck, when she has, like, Delphi, a different prophet. I think it's the one that is in Hercules. Cartoon that we got here. Cassandra is the one they're doing. Which only one I hear is the Zamazak name they use in the Hercules TV show. I didn't know that was since they hardly ever talk about her and Lost, that they mostly go to Delphi. But yeah, so I guess I can tab two different. I would do that one in this show too, because I can add those two. I have 3 new shorts I can make when I get my old computer back. I got one that I can do with Prometheus, Cassandra, and now the face. So yeah. So I look forward to me doing those shorts. And so Cassandra keeps on predicting how that this is the day you're gonna die, the day you get separated from him. And so we see Redicy in the underworld mostly the rest of this series, and it's mostly like black and white. And then we also get the story of a Amazon boy. I don't know if this is a real if there actually really was an Amazon boy. Let me see how you say his name too. Kanyo. So he ends up dying, I think, in episode 2. And he ends up being like one of the divers, and he has his own little Cerberus dog. Looks pretty cute, even though in Myth there's only one Cerberus, but they want to do it differently, where there's like a whole bunch of different Cerberus, and then they like smell you and see if you're been paid to go into the underworld, and if you have not been paid to go to the underworld, you do a job in this underworld, and either you're a diver or you go around having be like a cop, I guess, and having the Cerberus smell you, see if you're able to be either renewed or stuck having a job all the time. Now, that's not all the different things that happen in mythology. There is Tartarus, which I guess is not in here because we find out that Kronos is part of Zeus in this show. That when he beat Kronos in this show, and it's just him, it's not everybody battling him, because originally in the myths that we have all the kids fighting him, but in this story it's just Zeus, and Job Goblin tells everybody the gods we get to see in the show, which is Hera, Poseidon, Hades, Persephone, and Dionysus. This show that I beat Kronos and make him part of me, and usually in Greek mythology he gets like thrown down in Tartarus. Like that's why in the second Hades games he's be the one that we're end up fighting in that game whenever that one is released and stop being in beta form after. Okay, but in this show they just have you go through the frame and you're just stuck as statues until this character Kanyos comes and saves him at the very end of the show by remembering stuff with his mom. Like he's putting his head up against his mom, and that makes him all of them come back to life and get renewed, basically. And him and Redicy fall in love in this show. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't really matter to me because I already have seen the myth told the right way a bunch of times already, so it's fine that they do it differently in this show. And the whole other thing that happens with the Minotaur is that we have it be Ariana, or Ariani. I'm just gonna call Ari, and she and her brother, the Minotaur, who I guess is not really the Minotaur, he just wears a mask. They made it look like that she actually killed her brother by when she was a twin, that she slept on top of him and smashed him. But we find out later on that's actually her dad had Daedalus. Now, if you don't know who Daedalus is in the myths, is the father of Icarus, and Icarus is the guy who flew too close to the sun. So, and Daedalus is the guy who builds the maze. He's here, and for some reason he has like little bitty hands. I don't know. I'm pretty sure in the myth he never had little bitty hands, but I think it's because he might have been hurt when he built those wings. I don't know. I'm trying to like remember all the versions. I've never heard of that part being part of the myths. And she ends up killing her dad because part of her prophet is that she ends up, when she's first born, she screams, and who the firstborn who talks will kill you. And so out of revenge, when her dad, King Minotaur, Clean Midos, and will get killed by his firstborn. So I guess really she's the firstborn, but he thinks it's a boy because it's usually a boy, and it's hard to tell when they're twins. So yeah, who's actually the firstborn? So that's killing, and he lets her be the one that's blamed for it, and her mom And it's like every single time there's a birthday, she adds a new mannequin that has clothes put on him that Daedalus built and puts it in her room. Like, and they're all like staring at her. Yes, I would love my boy a lot, but I would never do that. That sounds creepy. So yeah, and Dionysus' only child of Zeus is actually in this one, and he helps Orpheus get to the underworld by having him like go to a gambling arena where they it's like a horse. They have like you're a horse racer, and they watching you like go for the underworld and see if you can make it through. And Orpheus is the first one to make it through, even though in the myths they don't do know her fact that. Oh, I look back now. Okay, she's gone. They don't do that in this show. They just have them like talk to each other and like apologize to everybody because Eurydice explains to him that I no longer love you. I love Kaunos instead of you. So yeah. So they just talk about it, and he has to accept that Eurydice does not like him. So yeah, poor Orpheus. And he goes under there goes in the underworld for no reason. And to find out the girl that he loves somebody else. That's gotta suck. And I think David the Riss, his last name's weird, plays Hades in this, and he does a really great job here. And this is technically his second time playing a Greek god. He's played Ares in Wonder Woman, and so I think he does actually a better job here as Hades. Because Ares was not exactly a good role for him, but I think he does a great job better here. Like he's trying to get to release the renewal. He wants to defy Zeus, and poor guy gets smited by his own brother because he goes up there and says, "You are just like Kronos," and he's in the pool, and then he gets smited, and man, Persephone's mad at him. I'm not part of the family. Yes, you are. That's your dad. Zeus is your dad. I mean, you don't got your mom there, but yeah. And we do get to see one of Hera's punishments to one of the moms. So we have this bit where Zeus is about to go and have fun with one of his many affairs in the show, and it's actually Hera doing it. And she ends up making the woman go through labor and have the bee come out, and then turn her into a bee, and then she keeps a lot of the fairs as bees and as her own. And now she's her own personal beekeeper. Yay! And now Hera's the one allowed to have a fair. She goes have an affair with Poseidon. And last time I checked, those two never had an affair in the show. Hera and any of the myths, Hera is usually very faithful, and Zeus is an excuse my French, asshole, and has an affair with every woman in Greek. So yeah, and Hera just sometimes she gets as a revenge on him, and so it's yeah, but either by taking it out on the mom or taking it out on the kid. So yeah. And sometimes you can actually get mad at Zeus. But then Zeus goes and says, okay, you could spend time in prison over Tartarus or something, and just stay there for a while until I want you back. So yeah. And the show ends with Prometheus getting released because Zeus asks Prometheus for a advice for every single time, and because he keeps on thinking that there's a prophecy where if they allow them to renewed, let the people in the world get renewed, which is basically incarnation. If we allowed everybody to get reincarnated, it would make him no longer a god and allowed him to bleed, which they don't bleed blood, they bleed Icarus blood or something like that, and it's golden blood, not actual blood. And they keep on saying in this show that they don't bleed. So when this happens, Chaos gets released, and we don't really get to see who plays Chaos in the show. Maybe we'll find out who plays Chaos in the next show. And I think it's the Fates are actually talking here because we get to see the face Here we also get to see the Furies, who are motorcycle gangs in this show, and they're chasing after Arya in this show, and in order to make her realize, oh, I did not kill my brother. They had Daedalus turn him into the Minotaur. So yeah, so this show, that's how it ends with let me find out how to say his name again. Kanyos. His mom offs herself with a gun and puts the coin in her mouth to make sure she actually goes to see him, and takes him to the place for his renewal, and then then he touches her, and both Eurydice and Orpheus are back out in the world. And he brings back the renewal, and that's how the chaos gets and the show comes back. And poor Dennis, the black cat, who was Dionysus was taken care of since both Eurydice and Orpheus are both gone to the underworld, and he's the one taking care of him. And when Zeus finds out that Dionysus gave his watch that Hercules gave to him, and he gave it to one of the Faiths, and when he went to kill one of the Faiths, killed the Faiths by burning them up, he came back and killed the poor cat. Like, I was so mad when I saw that happen. Like, how dare you? I was liking you, Jeff Goldblum, Zeus. You were doing just a great job, and then you had to go kill the cat. How dare you? I mean, I don't care about what you did to, those poor wives, but I more care about the cat, because I'm the crazy cat lady. I'm gonna get mad about you killing the cat. How dare you? So, I did like this show a lot, minus the cat killing. It was funny. I think the first episode was probably like the best in the show, and I think I like it a lot better than The Boys, because this show does a lot of dark humor and stuff like that, but it's not as bad as The Boys, because I stopped watching The Boys because it got too gross for me. This show is not that bad as that one, but I think I like this one a lot better, so I'm probably gonna give this one like a 8 out of 10. It's really funny. You're gonna like it, and if you love Greek mythology, you're gonna love it even more than I do. And I like the fact that there's like peacocks everywhere in Olympus, because I think those are Hera's birds. So yep. So like, favorite, and subscribe, guys, and go watch Chaos. It's on Netflix. If you want to see Goldblum play Zeus, minus the cat killing, he does a great job playing him. So yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Like, favorite, and subscribe, and bye-bye.